Dragon, or sorry, no jungler available right now as extra backs, but also BBC not in a position. Oh, Yushi. Oh, actually, great flash. I was about to wonder what he was doing. That was a very, very aggressive play made with the Rise teleport. Eyes in the back of his head, a sixth sense with that one. Managed to get out of the danger. Knew somehow that was coming. Gets underneath the turret, and now the Dragon that was previously going to be unavailable, position-wise, they now should be able to take it, but he's coming down, and Bread. The Dominus doing quite a bit of damage. No flash to get out of this one. The knock-up to buy a little bit of space. Dragon goes down. Bread loser not necessarily safe. Star Call on top of one. Thuggy is down. What else can they get? Extra. Surviving still. The Corky's the second to go. Ziffle and Save the Fishies have to get out of here. Torres on the opposite side of this one. Maybe able to get the stun out from Electra. Save the Fishies the next to try. Double kill for the Caitlyn. And Torres picks up a kill of his own. 1-1 and 4. Gonna be really happy about that one. They lose the Dragon, but get 4 across the board. Fantastic play from Momentum. Dragon spawned in about a minute and 15 seconds. Black Mage has a significant level lead and item lead over Inbred. They're calling for the junglers here. They want to try and knock down this Cho'Gath if they can. Sliced Ice is stunned. Balder wants to try and land his own. He's going to go down next. What can save the Fishes do? Nothing. He throws a ukulele and says, that chord didn't particularly strike well with me, so I guess I have to leave. Extra once more. He just wants to threaten and force Save the Fishes to leave. I don't know that they necessarily win this. Multiple pings coming down, but there's a pinch. Who is flanking who? Multiple members of Momentum still coming down. This is a teleport into the wrong side. They don't know that Momentum had 4 people here. That's going to be the Nami wave trying to buy a little bit of the space, but Electra dives down. Black Mage unstoppable. Siffle dead. And yeah, Save the Fishes, he's just fish food now. As Fire and Ice putting the damage into the back of the Mundo, who is being shown that he can't, in fact, go where he pleases. This Dragon spawning in about 20 seconds. This is going to go straight to Momentum. They're going to get their third one, put themselves on drag point. And how they want to approach this game. Or sorry, approach the next couple of minutes, but this is the call to go in. Extra going to land on top of the Corky, and he's down. Black Mage dominating. And a playoff set off Extra. That's all they need to go straight to Baron. Dr. Moon is still available. There could be a potential smite fight, but it's going to be very, very difficult for them to make their way into this Baron pit. Torres able to just passively zone them off. Black Mage, he's popped the Dominus. Starfall onto the Nami. He's down. Chicken Thuggy goes straight to the fountain. Save the Fishes. Wants to try and get in here. Has the passive shield, but surely there's no way he gets this. He's trying to make his way towards the back of the pit. Hasn't been CC'd yet. Does have access to the flash. He can look to steal it. He's into the Baron pit. That's 20,000 health. 2,000. Oh! It cost him his life, but he steals it away. And now Ziffle, he has the Baron powered minions in the bot side. He'll be able to absolutely shred this tower. It costs 2 and a position, but be damned. BBC, they're not going to go away without a fight. They steal the Baron. Well, you can start to put pressure throughout some of these lanes, and it started so well for Momentum as Black Mage. He's just going to get attacked underneath this turret. They want to get him. They don't want to let him go. A little bit of health. Dominus already popped. This would be an easy kill. Inbred eating so many turret shots. Miniwave going to flash out. Oh, CFL flashed. Star Call going to miss, but actually lands up onto 1. They want to try and see if they can get Taurus. He's stunned underneath the turret. He's dead. Double kill for CFIL. Is this what they need? Is this the way they get back into the game? Side of Momentum. Surely they aren't trying to make the call to get this. They're going to realm warp in there. Flash to get into it. The Dragon already on low health. 3,000, 2,000 extra. It's a shutdown for Siffle. What else can they get? Smite fight. It's the Drag Soul as well. Denied. Electra not able to get anything. It was just chomped by Inbred. And now Sunny Waffle here to repay the favor that Electra paid him earlier. Helps the Cho'Gath collect a kill. BBC, they may have been down, but they were most certainly not out. And Momentum, everything could hinge on this fight potentially. They want to get the right pick. Huge gravity well, starting to put a lot of damage on top of Inbred loser. Electra on the side, Starfall forces out a couple flashes. It's a fight on mixed fronts. Inbred wants to see what else he can do. Electra has slain Siffle. What else can they get? The Corky down. 3, it's a double kill. Momentum, this might be the moment that they needed. Sunny Waffles just trying to see if he can save his support, and absolutely does. They made a Baron call, but somehow BBC, and a fight that was theirs, and an opportunity to clip both objectives, they fumbled it. This might be the end for Momentum. They want to make a decisive call on this. The respawn timers are so long, 30 seconds. They could absolutely end this game. They have the minions. They have the damage. They can just ignore the Mundo. He doesn't do enough damage to stop them. A fish and a chemically empowered man on drugs is not enough to stop Momentum from taking down these towers. They're just focusing them Passing a little bit of damage to make sure they can knock down the Mundo. Final damage into the towers. The respawn timers, they're too long. Momentum on a decisive play. They break out of it, and they steal the first win of the series.
And of Sunny Waffle having to blow his flash.
This is not where he wants to be. Seraphine double ulti. Now they can look to turn this. Double stun on top of that. All right. Bronze out the mall soon. This is multiple teleports being committed here. Extra trying to go to the backside of this. Inbred loser kills the Ashe. Now what else can they get? Ornhorn on top of one. Blackmage wants to try and trade for something. Doesn't get the knockup. One more ult auto might do it. Double kill for Inbred loser on the backside. Blackmage's not able to get anything though. Gets rooted up. He's dead. It's 3 dead for the side of Momentum. A killing spree for Inbred loser. I mean, Nar hasn't even backed in a while to go buy an item. He has plenty of standing gold in that inventory. And Save the Fishes, he's just going to grab Fire and Ice again. Nowhere to go. No flash. No barrier. Well, it does have barrier. Pops it now. It's not going to be able to get anything. It looked close there for a second. Like maybe he'd trade one for one, but the damage just too good. Meanwhile, on the top side, BBC just can't stop winning for winning. Gonna start proxy farm. He's so far ahead that he can, in the face of everybody that potentially might be a bit. Oh, Electra. Nope. Yeah, goodbye, Sweet Prince. He's dead. That's not your part of the map. Phil wants to see what he can get. Oh, that's the Shockwave. Manages to grab one. Save the Fish is not able to grab anybody else. Seraphine ult on top of the top. Manages to grab one. Monsoon gives him an easy exit. Meanwhile, on the top side, non-stop action. Inbred loser. He's got Blackmage between a hard and a rock place. That turret is gone. He now has the ability to continue to fight. Goes into the Megas. Phil, what can he do? Get out of there. You don't want to get stuck there. Inbred loser still pouring damage into this Ornn. Misses the boulder. Still landing atop the stat. Gets a smash. Mega Gnar running out though, so he's just going to walk out, but does a tremendous amount of damage to Blackmage's health. Sets his jungler up to get the Herald, and it is all winning all objectives for BBC. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an 8k gold lead. It's also a 3-level lead between Save the Fishes and Extra. I mean, that is a masterclass at farming and being effective at team fighting. And I mean, Gnar didn't even have to leave the bot side. That's how effective that they've been in controlling the map. It's the threat they have. They're going to do a really quick reset. Extra spots out Gnar here. That's the Ashe arrow. He did manage to get the jump away, but teleports. He's living for a long time. This damage is not quick. He's still managing to live. He's going to go into the mini Gnar. Manages to live so far, turning the damage. He finally dies. Shutdown goes over to Blackmage, but it cost them a whole lot. And now Sifil, he's going to be able to trade this damage over to Blackmage. One more Q would do it. Triple kill for the BBC mid laner in the bot side. Top side under siege. It cost them basically nothing to kill 3 members of Momentum. This might be the end of the game. They have Baron powered minions. They've got plenty to work with. They can keep them healthy. They're just going to pour the damage into these turrets. Eventually, Sifil will manage to catch that wave up. He can not teleport. He'll have to walk out. They may just be content to get the inhibitor here because the respawn timers are a little bit shorter right now. So even though the call could have been to end the game, they're just going to be happy with what they got. They're going to exit stage right and look to go over towards this mid tower. They're kind of in a weird spot. Not sure where they chose to go that way. Also, the ult thrown out from Chicken Thuggy. A little bit hopeful there. Extra. Save the Fishes wants to fight. Marches the flash out. Not going to get the impale. Now they're just going to continue to slowly They're going to continue slowly running the siege. Double kill. What do you do? What do you do against Sifil on that Orianna? A masterclass. Give him the Penta. Give him the Penta. Let him get the $20. Run Blackmage down. You got to get that money. You got to make sure that Orianna gets it. Make it the first pentakill of the game. It's a pentakill for Sifil. And now Huli owes him $20. Well done to the BBC mid laner. They tie this series up. They're going to end the game right here, right now. No match win for Momentum yet. It's an even series. The finishing touches on this game, a masterclass for BBC the whole time. One single solitary kill, and it ends with an 18k gold lead and a chance for silver scrapes. It's massively oppressive in any 1v1 situation, and as long as he's not massively down, like as long as he's able to get his first item within a reasonable level of completion, he's going to be effective. Torres wants to try and get out of here. He blew the flash earlier. The chains are going to connect, and that ultimately is going to be donated over to Save the Fishes. Grubs potentially on the menu here. Inbred pinging down. 4 strong on this top side. Save the Fish is going to grab that one. Inbred doesn't get the chains, but manages to force out the Zyra. Now they can look to make their way back here. It's still 4v3. Torres. All right, let's 4v4. Torres. Let's get something done. That's going to be the route. Face down. Nothing going down. Electra Ticking, ticking, ticking. Smite not enough. Sifil manages to get on top of the... I'm tongue-tied. Manages to get on top of the Soraka. Gonna be the first to fall. Sifil taking next, though. Black Mage has his passive stack. And Bread Loser, what can he get done? Trying to land the Q, but just passively ticking, but not dying. So managing to get the survivability that he needs. Electra the next to go. Torres wants to see what else he can get. It's a double kill there, but people dying left and right. Ultimately, it's all for nothing. The grubs. The two remaining ones still are there. But I think if you're BBC, I think you're fine with the way this game is going right now. You're not being particularly in a rush. You're not really losing all that much. Black Mage pulls in Bread in the ult. Etra's here. What's going to get done? Black Mage can just kind of make his way out of here. And Bread, though, might have been a little caught up. Got a little bit more than he could chew. Etra's going to take that one. I would like to see that gold go over to the into the Mordekaiser, but you'll be happy just to get it and stop this Aatrox from being as aggressive as he is. Torres, though, on top of Save the Fish, just wants to try and get out of here. Sifil over the top. Torres gets the kill. Gets charmed. Wants to get out of here. Not sure where the members are going because Jhin and Soraka not showing. Gets healed up by the Soraka and ultimately walks out worse for wear, but gets to walk out. 5 seconds. Neither team wants to let this dragon go. Meanwhile, Sunny Waffle respawn from dying in the mid lane. So that final shot in the curtain call put an end to that. Teleport starting to come out. Not responded yet from the side of Momentum. This is a huge fight. Sunny Waffle on the back side of this. He's going to grab the Aatrox. There's a lot of ultimates missing, but Chicken Thuggy, most importantly, not able to land his. Meanwhile, Save the Fishes on the backside, manages to kill the Mordekaiser. Huge damage threat gone. Momentum, they've got to get the hell out of dodge, but Torres really has nowhere to go. Sifil manages to get the damage on Electra, who gets the dragon, so they stack that one, but it's going to cost them almost every member of their team. Fire and Ice has to get the hell out of there. In a long extended fight, it doesn't come up with a dragon for BBC. But they come away with kills, they come away with gold. Chains of Corruption going to miss, and now they're going to try and siege down on this mid lane turret. Chicken Thuggy just doing a good job of being a living ward, just kind of calling out the movements of multiple Momentum members. Needs to be careful, though, doesn't want to overextend. Death Rush on top of Black Mage. What else can they do? Is it's multiple ults hit by Chicken Thuggy. Black Mage survived for just a little bit, but not enough. Curtain call on top of everybody. The shots not going where they need to. Torres, surely the next to fall. He manages to slay the Varus, but that doesn't give them everything that they need. They need to get more members. Chicken Thuggy so low. Simple, not able to get involved in this fight yet. It's a shutdown on top of the Jhin. What else can he get, though? Nothing. Not much. This Aatrox and this Silas just absolutely unbarred, uninhibited by anything that Momentum wants to do. And Inbred, oh, he's going to get passively hit by the damage from Ektra. And they trade a little bit of an emote. You win this fight, you're going straight to finals. It's hard to underestimate and understate the stakes. Everyone wants to be a winner. There's a saying we used to have in the Navy. When I was going through training, everybody wants to be a gangster till it's time to do some gangster shit. Well, now it's time to gangster up. If you want to win, you're going to have to prove it. And this fight's going to be really close. Sunny Waffle has already lost the majority of his health. This is not the way you want to start it off. Jungler's grabbed the Mordekaiser ult onto that Silas. But the poke is just so bad for Momentum right now. Black Mage momentarily CC'd. He may have overstepped the bounds. He's grabbed, saved the fishes into the ult. Wish he's going to give him a little bit of health to work with. Here's the channel. Ultimate coming out. Electra his lane too. This is what they needed. It's a double kill. Momentum, they're winning the fight, and they may have just won the game off of that one. One manages to get away. They're running towards the bot side. They have minions there. They don't even need the dragon. They can just look to end the game. Save the Fishes is all on his lonesome for at least the next 25 seconds. And 25 seconds may be all it needs for Momentum to win this series. He's going to go into the Golden Stasis, but they're going to take him out. They want to end the game right here, right now. They're going to knock down at least one inhibitor. Can they end this game, though? The timers are so long. They may have done it. This is it. Momentum, after a hard-fought series, after getting absolutely shut out in Game 1, getting roasted through so many of those moments, and having to struggle through this game, they have done what they needed to do. They're going to put the final series on this winner bracket, and they're going to move straight to finals. Momentum, a hard-fought series, but they come away with the win.